So I'd like to bring to the stage the future Dr. Holmes. Where are you, Alex? He's running down the stairs right now. And he's going to give our reading, affirmation, and treatment at any second now. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Holmes here.
I am not a doctor. I am, did I? Who knows? Alex Robert Holmes. I'm a licensed practitioner here at this center, at the Global Truth Center. You guys usually clap there. I was just, maybe it's just, it's like every time I say it, they're like, clap, clap, yeah. And I'm like, you guys are really impressed that I made it through. What's going on? Anyway, so the last 3 weeks or so, several weeks, people have been coming up to me before service and saying, so how's your music coming along? Joe Jordan asked me 2 weeks ago. Charles Holt asked me last week. Reverend James is always asking me that. And it's the same answer every time. How's your music going? It's not. Joe was mad when that answer came up, too. It looked like she was about ready to right upside the head. Weren't you? She was. She was mad. But it's not. It's not. And people don't like that answer. I'm not fond of that answer either. But because it's been coming up so much, I decided to take a look at why it's not going anywhere. So I thought about it, and then just these people keep popping in my head. Martin Kerr, Levi Christ, Amy Steinberg. It's amazing. Karen Mitchell, Gary Lynn Floyd, who are members of this congregation now. Are they here? They're both on tour because they're amazing writers. And I'm not. I can't, hold on. I'm not. That was the answer I came up with. I am not. I am not a good songwriter. I'm not a good spiritual songwriter. I don't have the clever, witty lyrics that Martin Kerr can come up with. I don't sing with as much passion as Levi Christ can. I can't write a beautiful love song, spiritual love song like Karen Mitchell. I'm not as handsome as Gary Floyd. And it's heartbreaking. But those are the answers I came up with. I'm not good enough. I'm not a good songwriter. So, and I just look at all those people and be like, they're amazing. I can't do that. And then, whoever had that reaction over there, I said to myself, let me remind you, Reverend James loves your song so much he put it in his service. Let me remind you that song is published. Let me remind you that song has made you money. Let me remind you people can sing along with you with that song. Let me remind you, you are not any of those people. And guess what? They are not you. There's only one thing that you have in common with those people. Yeah, they're songwriters, but there's only one thing you have in common with all those people that I mentioned. There's one thing I have in common with Amy Steinberg right now, and is that we are both God. Yeah. And now I'm trying to tell myself I'm not good enough? Psst. Right? Nancy Bergman? Right? So this past week, I did a musical reading, which I'm not going to go into because Reverend James said I couldn't. Now you're all intrigued. You're going to ask me later. But it was a musical. It was a new musical written by Fat Mike, who is a band member of NoFX, a punk band, one of the greatest punk bands. I've been listening to him for 15 years. Love this guy, and now good friends with this guy. You know, he's going to put me in his new musical. That's my attire, by the way, today. My punk attire. I think I thought more about my outfit than I did about my talk today. And one of his songs is, "Do you know where the power lies? I say it starts and ends with you." So where's my power going if I say I'm not good enough, I can't do this like they can? Where does my power go? I'm not owning it. Where does my power go when I say power starts and ends with me? Okay, now I haven't written a new song probably since this guy here went away. So maybe that's it. Now you're back. I can write music. So Jonathan Zenz, by the way, I pointed at him. But I have started writing again. There's just little snippets of songs that are starting to bubble up. I got to write one for Lori over here because she won me at the gala, so I got to write her something. So there we go. There's supply and demand. But I needed to get that out of the way before I could start writing again. If I think I'm not good enough, guess what? I'm not going to be good enough to write anything. If I connect to that power that starts and ends with me, that is me, that's where I have to start writing songs from. So my affirmation today, it's very simple. I'm saying it at you, and I would love you to say it back at me after I give it to you. Let me remind you that you are God. Now say that at me twice, please. Let me remind you that you are God. All of you are. Let me remind you that you are God. Now, if you would like to take a deep breath, if you would like to close your eyes, do what you would like to do in this moment, because the power that I'm about to talk about starts and ends with you. So right now, I know that this power, this one divine creative being lives everywhere and is everything, seen and unseen. And I know that that power is individualized in Alex Holmes, in Reverend Jonathan Zenz, in Amy Steinberg, in everybody here, and everything seen and unseen. It is everything, and it is part of me. It's where I come from. So I know, right here, right now, in this moment, declare that that is where I come from. That is what connects me to all of you, but it is also what makes me different from all of you. I will never be you, but you will never be me. But we will always be God. I declare that we come from that place from now on. And that is something to be thankful for. To say thank you for that. That I will always be who I am perfectly, expressing God. Always. You will always be perfectly who you are, expressing God. So I take that word, that powerful word, I release that into the law, knowing that it is done. We move forward as God from here on out, one step after another, as God. Every turn I make, every move I take. You should write that down. It's a good lyric. I release that into the law, knowing it is done, and that's who I am. And I just let it be so. As together we say, and so it is. I'm going to say, everybody.
Alex Robert Holmes.